The arena floor trembled beneath the weight of the Krillian champion. Zarthok stood 9 feet tall, his exoskeleton gleaming like polished obsidian under the dome's artificial suns. Across from him, Alex lay crumpled against the energy barrier, blood trickling from his temple, his breathing ragged. Pathetic, Zarthok's voice rumbled through the translator embedded in his thorax. Is this the best Earth sends? Your colony will be claimed by nightfall. In the observation deck high above, Elsa pressed her palms against the transparent aluminum, her reflection ghostly in the surface. She'd watched Alex train for months, watched him push his body beyond human limits with gravity multipliers and neural enhancers. But nothing could have prepared him for a Krillian pit fighter who'd won 73 consecutive death matches. He's going to die, whispered Commander Hayes beside her. We should forfeit, lose the colony rights but save his life. Elsa didn't respond. Her green eyes tracked every movement below, calculating, measuring. Earth had one chance at the Proxima colony, one fight to determine sovereignty under the Galactic Accord's ancient laws. They'd sent their best. It wasn't enough. Zarthok advanced, each footfall like a hammer strike. His 4 arms flexed, each hand capable of crushing steel. Alex struggled to his feet, swaying, one eye already swollen shut. He raised his fists in a gesture that would have been brave if it weren't so futile. The Krillian's laughter echoed through the arena. Your species amazes me, so fragile yet so stubborn. Alex lunged. Zarthok swatted him aside with casual contempt, sending the young fighter skidding across the arena floor. This time, Alex didn't get up. He lay still, chest barely moving. Stop the fight, Hayes ordered, reaching for the comm. Elsa caught his wrist. No. He'll die. Not yet. Something in her voice made Hayes pause. In the 2 years since humanity had made contact with the Galactic Collective, Elsa had earned a reputation. She'd been the first human to translate the Virin language, the first to negotiate safe passage through the Andromeda Gate, the first to understand that the galaxy operated on rules far older and stranger than anyone on Earth had imagined. She'd also been the first to read the complete text of the Accord. Override the comm, Elsa said quietly. Give me an open channel to the arena. Hayes hesitated, then nodded to the technician. Done. You have 30 seconds before the collective officials shut you down. Elsa activated the microphone. Her voice boomed across the arena, translated simultaneously into 47 languages. Zarthok of Krill, I invoke Clause 7 of the Galactic Accord, right of substitution. The arena fell silent. Even Zarthok froze, his mandibles clicking in what might have been surprise. Impossible, the collective arbiter's voice crackled through the speakers. The human representative has been chosen. The accord is clear. The accord is clear, Elsa interrupted. That substitution is permitted if the challenger possesses bloodline connection to the colony in question and can demonstrate superior qualification through ancient trial. She paused. My grandmother was among the first terraformers on Proxima. My blood has more claim than anyone's, and I'll demonstrate my qualification in the arena. Elsa, no. Hayes grabbed her arm, but she was already moving toward the door. You can't be serious, he called after her. You're a linguist, a diplomat, not a... I'm Earthborn, she said without looking back. That's all that matters. 3 minutes later, Elsa stepped through the arena's entrance. She wore no armor, no enhancements, just the simple gray bodysuit of the collective's neutral observers. Her auburn hair was tied back, her face composed. The crowd, thousands of beings from dozens of species, erupted in confusion and excitement. Humans didn't fight. Everyone knew this. They negotiated, they calculated, they politicked, but they didn't step into the arena. Zarthok regarded her with what might have been amusement. A female, even smaller than the first. The Earthborn seek death eagerly today. Elsa walked to the center of the arena. Medical drones were already carrying Alex away. As they passed, his eyes opened briefly. Don't, he whispered. Run. She smiled at him. I've never been good at running. The Arbiter's voice boomed. The substitution is acknowledged. However, the challenger must first complete the rite of grounding. Should she survive, the combat will proceed. Rite of grounding, Hayes' voice crackled in Elsa's earpiece. That's not in any translation I've seen. It wouldn't be, Elsa murmured. It's in the original dialect, older than the collective itself. I found it in the archives on Station Omega. The arena floor began to shift. Panels slid away, revealing a circular platform barely 10 feet across, surrounded by a drop into darkness. Energy crackled along its edges, a field that would disintegrate anything that touched it. The rite is simple, the Arbiter announced. Remain grounded for 100 heartbeats while the platform destabilizes. Most species require their full strength merely to survive. Should the human succeed, she may face the Krillian. The platform lurched. Elsa's feet slid, but she didn't fall. The surface began to tilt, slowly at first, then with increasing violence. Gravity fluctuated, now crushing, now almost non-existent. The crowd leaned forward, watching the small human figure fight for balance. Zarthok's mandibles clicked with satisfaction. She will fail within 30 beats. Humans have no natural adaptations for. Elsa took a single step forward. It was a small movement, barely noticeable, but something about it made the entire arena hold its collective breath. The step hadn't fought the platform's movement, it had flowed with it, anticipated it, used it. And when her foot touched down, the platform's violent shaking seemed to lessen. Impossible, someone whispered in the crowd. Elsa took another step, then another. Each movement was precise, economical, perfect. The platform bucked and twisted beneath her, but she danced across it like she was walking on solid ground. Her face remained calm, almost serene. Hayes' voice in her ear, "How are you?" "Earth," Elsa said softly. "1 gravity constant, Mars 0.38, the Moon 0.16, the mining stations on Europa, the research outpost on Titan, the underwater cities, the orbital platforms. Humans aren't adapted to one environment, Commander. We're adapted to adaptation. We've been training for this our entire evolutionary history. Every child who learns to walk on Earth is training for this. We don't just survive in different gravities, we thrive in them." She reached the center of the platform, planted her feet, and as the 100th heartbeat echoed through the arena, the platform went still. The crowd erupted. Elsa looked up at Zarthok. For the first time, the Krillian's confidence seemed shaken. "Now," Elsa said quietly, "shall we begin?"